We are at the Jackson Empowerment Enrichment Complex. It's now March the 8th, 2014. As we take a look at the structure today. As we walk into the door, we see a tree. It's called the Tree of Unity. As we take a closer look at the tree, you see it's a beautiful illustration. It was drawn by Lanier. He's the one who illustrated this for us.
We're here at Jackson's Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. We're standing in front of the Tree of Unity, and we're having an interview with Lanier. Hello, Ricky.
Hi.
Today we're going to talk about the Jackson's Empowerment and Enrichment Complex, the youth program, and we just want to get some information from you about the program which you volunteer here at Jackson's Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. The first thing I wanted to ask you was how you became involved with Jackson's Empowerment and Enrichment Complex.
How did I come involved?
How did you become involved?
Well, I once came here, I was familiar with Super Wolf. I used to come see him from time to time. And one day I came and I ran into Brother Elmore Richmond, and I got to talking to him, and I appreciated what he was trying to do for the community. So I decided that I would join in and work with him.
Okay, so you like what you had, saw, you like the information that you were given?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now, this Tree of Unity that we're standing in front of, you painted this, right?
That's correct.
Yes. And how did you go about painting this? How did you come up with the, far as the color scheme that you decided to paint for the tree?
Well, one thing, you gave me an idea of what you wanted to have, and so I just don't come up with a landscape out of my mind. But this comes from a lot of different sceneries. I saw the sky in one book that I checked out at the library, and I kind of arranged this tree to kind of fit what I was going to do for the background. You told me you wanted a dogwood tree, so I went and got books on it, and I kind of made it to where it would fit within this frame. The background comes from many different books. There's nothing just copied, it's just ideas to give me how to complete the composition and give a structure of what I want for the size of the project. And that's pretty much it. I knew that I would want to do it in oil, but oil give me time to blend colors. And I've been working with oil for so long, I knew it would come a lot easier than doing it in something fast like acrylic or watercolor. I wanted something medium that kind of stayed soft and flexible. So that's why I chose oil. And that's about it.
Okay.
And this Tree of Unity is something that we have permanent displays in the building, and there are different leaves on this tree. Over a period of time, you'll see these leaves changing from colors from gold to silver and bronze as people join us in this venture. This truly is something that it will take all of us working together to affect the will of God. This will help improve the lives of people throughout the city of Jackson, Tennessee. What I'm doing, I'm just doing a view from the front door as you come into the facility. As you can see, it is a really large and a beautiful facility. Years ago, this used to be the Smith Funeral Home, downtown Jackson, Tennessee. A number of other businesses had a facility over a period of time. At one time, it was called the Wolf Enterprise. And we acquired the property back in March of 2014. Now we're going into the executive director office. That's Nadine Richmond. She is the executive director of the Jackson Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. Now, as we tour the other part of the facility, this is March the March the 7th, 2015. Now, this is a really beautiful facility, as you can see. It's a lot of beautiful architectural design went on to really make this facility as beautiful as it is. And let's go into the main presentation center. This is could be used as a presentation hall where we can show movies on a small screen. But as we take a look at this is actually a large room here. Let me just go back to this wall here. You can see this is actually a large facility here where we can use to show presentation of different events can go on here in this facility. But as we take a look at the expanded view of the overall area here, we can see a large presentation center that can be used in many, many different ways. This is where we conduct our fairs here within the complex. As you can see, we probably can seat at least 200 people in this area very comfortably, or it could be configured to a banquet style and probably could seat at least about 100 plus people in the area if we had a banquet here, whereby dinner could be served. As we walk down here, we can see just how large this facility is. As you see, there is also a stage. We can put on plays and other presentation here in the facility. You can put about 200 chairs in this facility when you have that type of event. When you have that type of activity. We also have workshops and seminars here at this presentation center.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We want to welcome you to the Jackson Empowerment and Enrichment Complex What's Next Community Forum concerning police and community relationships, adopting a resolution. Just want to thank everybody for coming out this morning. We want to thank the mayor and our panel for coming out, taking time out of their busy schedules, come out and take part in the forum. We also want to thank every one of you for taking time out to come out early this morning to be part of the audience today.
Now, as you notice, this program, it says, what's next? After incidents, rioting, demonstration, praying, dying, prayer vision, what's next? Today, we're going to map a resolution as to that could affect here, Jackson, Tennessee, and also the nation. So at this time, I'd like to bring up our beloved mayor, Mayor Jerome.
Well, good morning. Thank you all for being here. Just acknowledge this distinguished panel up here. I appreciate our police officers. In the 7.5 years that I've been mayor, I have never turned down a request for training because I always get better than what we do. We don't always know it out, but we can strive for getting better. I appreciate the Richmond for this complex here and their mission in this city.
It is good to be with you this morning. I want to say thank you to the Richmond brothers and the Richmond family for having this event today. I was invited last week, had the opportunity to meet with them, and I just applaud their efforts here in our community to help people.
Amen.
My life started in helping people in 1989, and my pastor that's sitting back in the back, Dr. Philip Jett, invited me to go to Brazil. And that was 25 years ago. And the Lord has let me make, I think, 96 trips to Brazil. And we've built many churches over there and helping people come to know the Lord. And through that effort, about 10 years ago, the Lord hit me and said, you need to do something in your own hometown. And so we got involved with the Maximum Man Conference. And that was in 2000, actually it was almost 15 years ago. And shortly after that, every other year, or for that point, every year we would have a Maximum Man Conference. And after about the third one, they invited some of the guys to come up to me and said, hey, we want to keep this thing going. Will you do a Bible study? And I said, no, I really can't do that. I'm not equipped to do it. I can't lead a Bible study. And they kept on, and finally the third time I said, yeah, I'll do it. And so about 8 years ago, we started a little small Bible study, and there was probably 15 or 20 guys that got started, and over the years, the Lord's really grown it. And it's all walks of life. We have homeless guys that we bring in from Oakland Airways. We got some alcoholic and drug rehab guys that come in. And what I've realized, guys, is God don't build junk. He don't make junk.
Amen.
Wow.
I shared a story with my Sunday school class the other day that we're all one event away from being on the street. You see, when you see the world through that prism, it really alters how you see people. And you see, God sees us in our fullest potential and who we are as individuals.
Who are you? You Saint who, Nick?
Saint Nick.
Well, tell me a little bit about Saint Nick. Real quickly.
Saint Nick, he had a love for the children in this neighborhood, and what he did, he would give toys to them, and also there was some girls that was poor, and they needed a dowry in order to get married, so he gave gold to them so they could be able to marry.
Saint Nick, who there with you?
And Saint Nick has Sister Valerie Ross and Sakara.
All right. Valerie Ross? Boys, I bet she can sing. All right. Valerie, could you sing something for us?
Sure I will. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let every see her King. Let every heart repel his rule, and heaven and earth shall sing, and heaven and earth shall sing, and heaven and heaven You bless me with a mother and a father, oh Lord. You bless me with sisters and brothers, children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, oh Lord. Oh Lord, you've been blessing me all my life.
Thank you, Lord.
And I want to say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
But now you can love on me.
Yes.
When I didn't have a friend, Lord, you were right there with me. When I didn't have no one to talk to, oh Lord, you was right there for me.
Yes, Lord.
Oh Lord, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jesus. But not giving up on me.
Amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
You know, the prophet paused there for a minute. You know, he said, I'd like to bring up, he forgot my first name. My first name is Mel. I'll just tease it. I want to express my appreciation to Prophet Richmond and Ms. Nadine for what they have brought to this community. And especially tonight, when he has told you, the President, what this meeting is all about. Town hall meeting, where issues are discussed within the community, dialogue between individuals present, ideas which can come forward that will benefit this community, not only this community, but for all of the citizens of Tennessee. Because all it takes is just one good idea, and it flows like water. If it's good, everyone will want a part of it. So this is an opportunity that Prophet Richmond has provided for this community, and I take my hat off to him. I just recently met him, and I can feel the good effects that he is providing for this community. Now, I must tell you, Prophet, I must tell the people who are present how I got involved, or how I got assigned this task. Now, you were talking to me, and we were in what I thought was some very nice, sincere conversation. And you say, Doc, I'm going to have a town hall meeting and I want you to speak. I said, Prophet, no one wants to hear about teeth. That's all I know about. Nobody wants to hear about no teeth on 6 o'clock in the afternoon. He said, you got to do something. And you know, citizenship has just been one of my things. And I just said citizenship, and behold, here we are talking about citizenship on a Thursday afternoon in October.
I can actually move on back a little further, as you can see, so you can get the full scope of just how large the facility is. As we walk in this area here, we see a bar there. We're going to actually make this a internal store in the facility. It's a nice area here that will accommodate that. And we are in the Jackson Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. Actually, we're in the Jackson Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. This is March the 7th, 2015. We're just going to make progress and show you as to how everything evolved over a period of time. But this area here will be used as an internal store. As we continue on, we have come into a kitchen area in the facility. This area here is one of our kitchen area in the facility, which is used for preparation, not any major cooking that's done out in this area here, but this is what we use to prepare snacks and things for the youth, and maybe warm up other things as we have different events in the facility. The catering will be done out of the restaurant when we're preparing food and other things for the complex. As we walk down this hall, we can see that we had to go through and just refurbish every restroom facility. You know, every restroom here has been completely refurbished. And as we look here, there's another restroom, but this is downstairs where we have our a little small computer lab for the people that take part in the adult program. We still have need for some more computers. We had some donated from Jackson Christian School. And this is where we conduct our Job for Life classes. We're on the first floor of the facility. As you can see, this classroom would hold at least about 10 to 15 students. Our goal when we have the Job for Life program is have about 10 students per class. Currently, Professor Brown is the instructor of the class. He's a God sent. Dr. Brown is also a pastor of a local church in the surrounding area.
Jobs for Life will help you understand, first of all, your unique value. I say unique value. You are unique. You are different from every other person in this world. And there are over 6 billion of us. There is no person in this world just like you.
As we continue the tour of the facility, let's go up the stairs. As you can see, this beautiful artwork, architectural, beautiful design here. That's such a beautiful design. And as we continue on, up on the second floor, and let's see if we can put some light on in here. We're coming on the second floor. This is where we have our youth program. As you can see, here's the monthly schedule of activity. And as we take a look from this vantage point, let me see if we can turn some more light on up here. Now we'll move into the administrator office. This is where the supervisor of the youth program, this is where the supervisor currently conducts that business there. And as we walk beyond this area, we walk into a storage facility. From time to time, the youth work on special projects, and this is the area that we will store their projects. In this area here where they're working, as you see, this is a large storage area. And as we come out of this area, we go into the other part of the facility. This is our computer lab for the youth. As you can see, this is a nice setup here. Currently we have 8 computers set up, but we can actually expand this and get at least 12 computers in here in this room. But currently we have set up for 8 computers. But it's a nice computer room. And as we take a look at it from this vantage point, we see that there's 4 computers on this side and also 4 computers here. We have the capability to put at least 12 computers in this room. And the system was donated, the computer was donated by Jackson Christian School. And we really appreciate that type of donation. Only thing that we had to as a person was the monitors, and we really appreciate Mr. Bentley at Jackson Christian School for their support that they have given us to be able to set up the initial computer room at the Jackson Empowerment and Enrichment Complex. This is where the young people come in the afternoon, and if they have special projects, or sometime we have 2 times a week we have artists here. Ricky Lanier, he give them instruction.
Okay, we're back with Ricky Lanier. We're now standing in front of a portrait that he is painting of Elmore and Nadine Richmond. What kind of portrait is this you're painting?
This is oil painting on canvas. I once came into your office and saw a picture, this picture here, and I loved it immediately when I saw it, and I knew that it would make a real nice oil painting. It's hand done, crafted. It ain't like blown up by a machine, and I can be a lot more flexible with the colors and everything. That's why I come out. Chose oil also.
Okay.
Just a love for the work.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, we're back with Ricky Lanier. Okay, Mr. Lanier, tell me something about how you became involved in painting and on just art in general. We're standing in front of, these are some of your plaques that you've done. So just tell us how you actually became involved in the artistic side.
Are you talking about the plaque work?
Just art in general.
Art in general. My dad was an artist. When I was very young, he used to sketch a lot and sometimes paint, but I just loved, I guess I was a bothersome to him because I was always up under him. Not only me, my other siblings too. And he just finally got to where he would bring stuff to keep me busy. And I stayed in the floor all the time, sketching.
Okay.
And that's about it. He found out I also had a love for clay.
Okay.
So he would bring me putty and different things to food and keep me occupied.
Keep you occupied.
Keep money to him.
Okay, so you've been involved in art for a long time.
A very long time, probably since before elementary.
Okay. So you have a love for art, and you want to share this art with this love that you have for art with others.
True.
And that's why you became involved with the youth department, teaching art in the youth department.
That's correct.
How many days a week do you actually work upstairs? Do you work in the youth department teaching them art?
Twice a week.
Twice a week. And what days are that?
That would be Thursdays and Fridays.
Thursdays and Fridays. Okay. So you've already started on some projects with the youth that are already involved in the program?
Well, just a small, just a little. Most of them trying to get them to understand the dynamics of art, understanding composition, what mediums to use, proper paints that go on with different types of medium. And I also plan in the future to introduce them to clay, we may say sculpture. But right now, it's a pretty interesting class. They have particular, all of them kind of have a little different taste in what they like to try to do. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to work just fine.
Okay, so right now, you're starting them out with the basics.
Right.
The basics, because you feel like it's important. Before they dive into just some projects, they really need to know the basics. The basics. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's the first thing. So when you had your first meeting with the youth, what did you do you were talking to them. So what was the reason for the talk? Why were you talking to them?
I was really trying to get a feel of what they wanted to achieve and get a feel of what the art mean to them. That was the first topic I think we had, just trying to get an understanding, get a feel for all the different ones that was in the class. I think that's the best way to start out. If you can understand what the youth want to achieve, it clues you in on more what information you try to gather for them.
Okay, so what is your goal for them? What is it that you want them to accomplish through taking art?
I would like for them to eventually, it would be in time, eventually try a lot of different types of mediums. And, my goal is to, I really would like to run into those young people that had a burning desire to be an artist like myself. That's really what I like to see.
Okay, so if a parent were to bring their child to the empowerment complex in the after-school program, and they were to take part in the youth program, the art education part, what can the parent expect for the child to get out of this?
Well, I would think they should expect for their children to to learn a real appreciation for art, and to understand that their children are beginning to realize that art is in everything. It's in building, structure, any way you look, clothing, styles, creativity. It's in their life already more than what most people think. It takes an artist to design books, clothing, book covers, walls, and just want to open their eyes to a lot of what art really means and where they might be able to fit in. You know, you got some people that not realists. They don't necessarily may have an interest in just catching reality. Some people have imagination. Some kids have things where they're more prone to design. Some may like fiction. Some like comics. Some like landscapes. You know, just different types, and you can't expect for all kids to do well in all areas. But you can expect for them to find themselves, I would expect for them to find themselves in my class to feel free to do whatever creativity that they have. And that's the biggest thing. And I like for their parents to begin to see that in them.
As we take a look here, we see a project that two of the students was just completed. This was a Black History project that they were doing for their school. And actually what they was able to do, they were able to create lawnmowers.
Hi, my name is Shantae. I am a student at Rose Hill Middle School, and I am participating in a Black History project. And I'm going to be creating a lawnmower.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn, and I go to Rose Hill Middle School. I am participating in the Black History project, and I have picked the number 13, and I am doing the lawnmower. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Well done. Okay.
Now, this is a box cutter that I'm going to be cutting out my circles with. You have to use this item, but when you use it, you have to be very careful. Never cut towards your body. Always cut away. And when you're done, please close it so that you don't get hurt. You open it like this with a little thingy on the side. Make sure you close it after you finish and put it away.
Very good.
Okay.
forgot to do it yesterday. Okay.
P.O.P.
All right.
Get all the crevices.
All right. So Brooklyn, how wide is that? That's 6.5? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to make it a half, cut it, mark it halfway. What would you mark it at?
3 1/4.
3 1/4. Very good. And now, what we want you to do now, and turn that root around and draw a line halfway apart. So the board is what, board is 12 inches, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so half of that would be
6.
6. So you're going to grow your line from there to 6. Okay. And so you want to take the other boards and do it the same way. Okay, Brooklyn, what you getting ready to do?
Now I am about to cut the line. I have did 3 inches, well 3 1/4,
Okay.
and I'm about to cut it.
Okay. Okay. Hold up, Brooklyn.
You.
Brooklyn. Okay. Okay.
You will have it crossed together, and then you cross it and put it together.
Okay. Now what? Do it again, Chantel. What you doing?
This is our blades. When you insert them in, this time's the lawnmower, the grass cutter. So our thing is 12, well, our blade is 12 inches. So get some silver tape and cut it 12 inches.
Okay. Now, what is this, Brooke? What is this, Chantel? Chantel?
This is my blade, and this is my axle. When I put my wheels on, this will help it spin.
Okay. All right. That's good. Brooklyn.
This is my blade and my axle. And to make your axle, you'll need 2 hangers, and just put it on both sides, and make sure you put a whole lot of tape on there to separate it from the blade and the tire.
Okay. Very good. Okay. In fact, when we look at it, these lawnmowers actually work. As you can see, let's see if we can take a close look at them. We showed them the principle as to how they could put together, and they took pride in actually putting these lawnmowers together. In fact, 2 of the students just had to do a lawnmower for a Black History project at their school. And they come here in the evening and was working very diligently on those projects, and they completed those projects. And actually, the lawnmower is actually able to really work. Let's see if I can demonstrate how these lawnmower works. This is one of the lawnmowers. As you can see, that blade is actually turning. That's the way you used to do it, like this. I remember those days. Use the lawnmower like that. Here's the oven. We're still in the youth upstairs, and we are now in the upstairs area of the youth program. This is a large presentation room that could be used for a number of purposes. Currently, we have an art instructor to come here 2 times a week that teach the kids and the principle of art and basic instruction. And he's been very effective in assisting these young people, but he's going to take them to various aspects of art. As we can see here, this is the areas that he works in this area here. As we span around the room, we'll see this is a very large room. Let's take a look at the room from another vantage point. Just kind of span the camera around. So you can see this is a large area that we have for the youth. We need more equipment, tables, desks, and chairs to really make this complete. I just measured this presentation room upstairs for the youth, a multiple purpose room. This room is actually is approximately 1,224 square feet, approximately 51 feet by 24. There's a lot of space, a lot of activity that can go on in this area here. It's going to take all of us working together to maximize the use of the space here. So that's unlimited opportunity at the Jackson Empowerment Enrichment Complex for our youth. As you can see, this area is marked broadcasting. Matter of fact, this used to be a WJAK radio station years ago. Actually, beyond this door here, you find a recording studio. Well, it's a place that you can establish a recording studio. There's 2 soundproof rooms. It's already established and ready to go. Let's take a look at that area. And we're looking to be able to, here's one room, we'll just walk into this one. The room is completely soundproof and is ready to, for recording purpose. We plan for them to be able to teach voiceover work in video. Here's another one of the soundproof room that the base is ready to go. It's already been soundproof. When the youth come in the afternoon, this is one of the areas that they assemble. They have lunch here and also in another room, adjacent room here. But this is the area that they work out, and the one-on-one tutoring goes on this room and also an adjacent room. And also in this area, as we walk around, that's a kitchen also upstairs. Here in this area, this is a little kitchen whereby we'll be able to show them how to prepare basic cooking, basic safety within a kitchen, and how to eat in a very nutritious way.